Hey everybody, Ben Pakulski. After 40, there are 4 major complaints that I get from men across the world, and I want to address them specifically in this video. They may not be a challenge for you right now, but at some point in your future, these are going to be the major challenges. So which one of these makes most sense to you? 1, energy. At some point, everyone says, I wish I had a little more energy. Sometimes we become dependent on coffee, stimulants, pre-workouts, things to ultimately get us through the day and perform at our highest level. That's one problem we have to solve. Second problem that many men run into is physical capability. I always use the analogy of the walls closing in around us. Things start to become a little bit tighter. We start to become a little bit weaker. Our range of motion starts to get a little bit less, and we move ourselves in the direction of ultimate injury or the absence of physical capability. The third one we talk about often with guys is mindset. Sometimes our mindset becomes a little driven by fear. We become a little bit limited in our mindset. Sometimes we become a little bit cynical as we age because there's so many things that could potentially be happening to us that drive this scarcity, cynicism mindset. And the final one that most guys experience over time is ultimately the absence of resilience to stress. Sometimes stress can become overwhelming. So these are our 4 major buckets that we need to address. And how I explain them to you is I call them the 4 resiliencies. So when I talk about energy, that's ultimately optimization of a metabolic capability. We need your metabolism to produce energy faster to meet the demands of life. When I talk about physical capability, I literally call that physical resiliency. As I get older, I need my joints to work well, my muscles to work well, my metabolism ultimately to work well as well. Those are obviously very overlapping. The third one we talked about is mindset. I call that psychological capability, right? Or psychological resiliency. We need to be resilient. We need to be goal-directed and objective. And the fourth one we talked about was stress resilience. I call this physiological resiliency. So there's 4 primary things that directly and loosely correlate with training, nutrition, lifestyle, and mindset. And so we learn to optimize those 4 things. What we do is we start to objectify, which of my areas am I limited in? So we think about our goal in life. Well, our goal is to be able to have the energy, the capacity, and the ability to follow through on all of our responsibilities and commitments. As men, we become limited by these 4 things. And so our job, our responsibility is to say, hey, what do I need to do to take advantage of getting better at these and having a step-by-step system to improve them? That's what we do here at Muscle Intelligence. Our coaching is literally focused on these 4 resiliencies and ultimately how to first assess and then progress you to the level of capability you're looking for in each of these 4 areas. So gents, I'm going to go so much deeper into each of these areas, some levers you can pull right now to improve each of the 4 resiliencies so that you can ultimately take on the biggest level of responsibility that's put in front of you, follow through consistently, and it doesn't have to be stressful, overwhelming, because you're not only capable, you've got the energy and the psychological prowess to tackle it. More videos coming at you on this and so much more in the Training Over 40 series with Ben Pakulski and the Muscle Intelligence Method.